very careful here. I would never tell anybody to take or not take a trade. That's not what I do.
According to the information, OpenAI has spent $100 billion of backup service for AI breakthroughs. Trump has asked justices to let him buy code embed a big court fight.
So this is a key low volume area as well. If we break it at 88, we could very well go back to point of control. Well, I guess we have a new point of control up here. We're at it. I guess the recent distributions point of control. Oh, but it's still holding.
Just kind of give a bit of a timeline of what's happened so far with the code. So you had the Trump administration asking the Supreme Court yesterday to allow presidents firing of Cook. Then later on in the day, Feds could urge this U.S. Supreme Court to reject Trump's request to immediately allow him to remove him. And again, the Supreme Court asked for a response for Feds Cook by Thursday, and Trump has asked justices to let him buy Feds Cook in the court fight.
All right, here's that key level again. If we reject here, back to VWAP. Keeps getting bought up there. The cumulative delta is really not joining the party yet, is it? We have a declining delta.
We have put out the article from the information repeat visually. Further information there from the article. Company class has spent about $100 billion renting backup service to cloud providers over the next 5 years, executives have told some shareholders. That's on top of the $350 billion the company has already projected to spend on certain rentals from cloud providers this year through 2030.
This is not financial advice. Could be a very put heavy market, and they grind it higher to make everybody's puts worthless. Watching for the return to value. I'm watching. But so far, it's a price discovery continuation. Until we break this 83 to 88 level, which buyers are defending. Watching for the return of value. Hello, Maurizio. Now we're chopping around RTH upper band right here. Delta is not strong. Delta's going kind of sideways. Maybe a little bit of a rounding bottom here. But still looks sideways, doesn't it? See what we get. This is all-time highs up here. So we did have a low volume node established there. I mean, I think it's just because it's the high at this point. So that was a good 20-point bounce for the price discovery continuation long. It's been in this price channel now for a little bit. This is where they flush all the longs out. This is a key area. This is starting to break now. Then we can get maybe, if it continues, they don't defend it here, which they're trying. Every time we get to this level, it gets bought up. But if they lose this level, I'm thinking we're going to 66. And if we lose that, back to VWAP. Hey, Alex, we use the first hour as the initial balance. We don't use 15-minute orbs. I use both. DJ, I use both the session volume profile and the daily one from the RTH. All right, guys, key level being tested right here. If it loses, now is it just a flush or do we get a continuation? Or do we just kind of bleed out? That could also happen. Still battling. I would say this is still battling with this level here. No acceptance below quite yet. Now we're starting to fill it out. Buyer stepped in there. Buyer's being rewarded for buying the dips. Lots of good scalping opportunities. Might try and join this a little bit. We are also seeing a divergence in price in the delta. Well, not quite yet, but I would assume a balanced day, guys. I mean, that's what I would assume on a day like today. They get it to a level where they want it to everything to expire at today, and then they just trade it sideways. That's the theory behind it anyway. This could be it. I don't know. We'll see. Buyers love to buy it right up right here, but they're going to get overwhelmed, I feel like, sooner or later. Does appear to be flagging, so it makes sense to be a buyer, but eventually probably get that bigger rotation down. Very soon, anybody who's bought above the open is going to be underwater. This thing could turn bearish real quick. So I think we have a bit of the return to value trade. At this point, we broke that low volume node. I'd expect us to go to 62 and then 50 VWAP. Let's go VWAP. I feel like it's coming. There's a little bit of a low volume node right here. Let's see if it breaks it. Continues to flush people. Low volume node between, 62-ish. It feels heavy and the delta's going straight down. I think buyers are getting tired here. I don't know. What do you guys think? We're almost at lower band here on RTH too. This is point of control. I would like it to get to VWAP. Nice. Beautiful. Short, guys. Maintained my bearish conviction on that breakout. Took a while. And then the VWAP bounce. Who got that one? For 15 points already almost. It might not always reach, Water Boss. Sometimes you have to front run it. Nice, Leon. Pay me my money. So that was I feel like that was already the bounce. If we break VWAP, I feel like we're going lower. The delta is super bearish. We are now negative on the open. Nice pullback. All right, I'll wait for the next trade. Yeah. So I got what, 300 bucks more to go today in this account? Up 600. Still like the short, man. I don't know. What do you guys think?
JP Morgan shifts banking rate cut forecast to February and April 2026, amid expectations of November 2025 and February 2026.
That was very anemic bounce on the cumulative delta.
Institute has decided not to handle Iran's actions.
Delta going down again. Price holding up. They're trying, man. Epic VWAP bounce there, man. Went straight up from there. Straight up. Very big divergence on the delta, though. Kind of a crazy divergence. Yeah, certainly filling out the profile. You know, is this just going to be the distribution we trade in today? Nice. 72 3/4 is my target. Ah. We have an IB. This is kind of point of control here. Delta going down. I feel like Delta has kind of held the story. That's the worst, Chuck. Absolute worst. Come on. It's a little more. Oh, God. Right there. You bastard. Playing games with me. My fill was right there. Pain in the ass. Pain in the ass is what you are. Well, all right, Steven. Have a good day at the JOB. So much indecision in these candles right here. But Delta is slowly bleeding out here still. And it looks like it's looking to make a new low, but we'll see. That would create a divergence again. So, you know, this is indicative of some crazy triple witching price action, right? I feel like the delta is really making it kind of obvious that there's a lot of big stuff happening here underneath the hood. Rehedging, rolling, repositioning. Man, it came between, like within one tick of my freaking take profit there. It's so annoying. We are coiled pretty tight. Pretty darn tight. Be right back. Oh, good. I got filled. Done for the day. 975. See, all I had to do is walk away, guys, and just stop watching it. Right? Sometimes you just get up, walk away, let the market do its thing. I'm going to lock myself out of these. So, you know, I was looking for the return to value trades, guys. We got 2 of them. I took both of them. Turn off my copy trading. And then we're going to lock out for the weekend till Monday. Eight more days to go. All right. Let's see what's next. Let's see what's next. Leon, I'm with you, man. I think we're going to grind lower. I really do, based on this chart. Russell's at lows for the session. Dow is right in the middle. ES keeps testing that VWAP. Looks like it wants to leave it. Sure looks like a lower high. The delta is saying short, right? If you guys are watching this delta's straight down. We had this, basically, we have this, you know, high volume move, and then it's just fading.
According to reports, there are house now betting on the insurance spending bill.
I had a nice trade in my
This is house building funding bill.
cash account too. Yes, sir. Ah, Brian, that sucks. And locked you out at a loss, I assume. Max loss. But it's there for a reason, isn't it? All right, guys, it's 10:41. Let's do a little bit of a trader check-in, guys. Are we following our rules? Are we trading the plan? How are we doing? Corey's green, good. Good green. Nice, David. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday to my favorite pianist in the group. Yeah. Small red's okay. There's still flat. All right. That's Tyler. No problem with that, man. I don't blame you. Oh, Frank, I didn't know you were a pianist. We might have to have a pianist playoff. Oh. So then what do you care if he's my favorite pianist? You're not a pianist.
So just a reminder about chart G and specific discussing. I said talk about TikTok, but just the specifics and under the arrangement on the side, TikTok's US business would be controlled by an investment consortium including Oracle, Silver Lake, and Anderson Horowitz, according to people familiar with the matter.
Oh yeah, Bryce, man. Been there, done that, and I got the t-shirt. And Q's having no shit bounce here. Turd bounce at the VWAP. Could very well go lower. I'm pretty sure everybody blows their first funded account. Is there anybody in this chat right now that hasn't blown their first funded account? Oh, not yet, Impulse. All right, that's good, man. I'm not saying everybody. Yeah, this is absolutely advanced playbook stuff right here. VWAP scalps. I want to get too greedy here. It's also value area low on this on the RTH, which is nice. However, the delta is not confirming. It's not playing along here. So that's my only concern. I think you already got the scalp here, almost 10 points. I'd be cautious because the cumulative delta is very weak. You kind of want more of a sideways delta for the advanced playbook. Now, if it breaks and reclaims, like it's kind of doing now, now I would go long, or I'll take it. I'll take it. I got to stop down there at 44. If it keeps going. Oh, you son of a bitch. That could have been a flush. We'll see. Didn't hit my stop. Here we go. Ba-boom. It did go to yesterday's low volume node, by the way, on the toolkit. RTH is regular trading hours. That's what we consider the official open of the market to the official close. So we'll apply our drawing tools, our auction tools, some of them just to the RTH. Like this volume profile right here is an RTH volume profile. So it's from the market open. You know, the Russell, I think, hit a record high yesterday. I feel like the Russell hasn't made a new all-time high in a very long time. Let me see. Yeah, because small caps do very poorly in a high interest rate environment. So we've had high interest rates since 2022. November 8th, 2021, Corey, you're right. Yeah, Madonna's in play for sure. Now the delta is not playing along. Again, this would be for a scalp because the delta is going straight down. Got it. $5 points so far. Delta's still going straight down. 10 points. Damn, Corey, you know, you got to have a sign on the door that says, wife, do not disturb. I'm working. I'm banking over here. You want to go buy that purse? Damn, you better not open that door. Just a joke. A little joke, guys. I take good care of my wife. She also works very hard. A little bit of a bottom. Man, anybody take that Madonna? It worked splendidly. Girl, you talking to me? So that was, you know, almost a 20-point bounce right there. 80 tick bounce, Madonna trade. It worked. Like a virgin. It was touched for the very first time and rejected. Madonna trade, check for today. Right here. Wow, your property education and/or they actually canceled your PA because you didn't close your trade before the market closed? That's crazy. Most of the other firms will just force close you. Well, you know, at Stub, it's hard to know how much it's going to bounce before it goes lower. So, you know, 10 points, 15, 20 points. In my opinion, that's a good Madonna trade target because it is a contrarian trade usually, right? We've been trending down for the last, I don't know, yeah, hour, right? So that's a contrarian trade. So you got to be careful with counter trend trades. So Madonna trade already is in the playbook. We just gave it a fancy name. It's a fade value area extreme on the IB on the initial balance. It's the number 2 setup. It's fade value area extremes on the initial balance. So it's a core setup. And we just gave this particular trade a name for fun. Well, actually, JP told us. I'm pretty sure it was JP. Heard it somewhere else and we adopted it. I did not come up with it. I'm not that creative. We totally appropriated it to our own usage. That internet, so much filled with so much great stuff. Whoa.
He said talks about positive and constructive. This is
That's news.
China-US relationship is important.
Somebody's meeting with somebody. Oh, Trump talking about his phone call, I think, with Xi.
She has China's position on TikTok.
Right, Chuck, how did you not know that was going to happen?
Chinese
How did you not know?
wishes of firms. And she says US should avoid trade restriction measures.
And then Chuck, when it runs against you and you didn't take your profit and it turns into a break even or a loser, you say, oh man, I wish I would have taken my profit. So you always wish what you didn't do. Unless you trade it perfect. And trading isn't about perfection. Trading is about following a system. And if you're not following a system, guys, you're just randomly trading. I'm telling you guys right now, if you don't have a plan between which trades you hold and which trades you do not, there is no system. You either hold all of them or you hold none of them.
She says
Or you have
that if
precise criteria for which ones you do hold. And then there would be no, I wished I held it because you followed your system. There's no, I wish I did this unless you're following a system, right? So you're either following a system or you're not. And Chuck, was that part of the system that you're trading to take 18 points?
she and Trump hold pragmatic and positive constructive discussions quotation one. And China's Xi says China will not.
All right, perfect. Good. Well done, sir. Good trading. Are we back in the green yet? I know every trader has thought, if I just do the opposite of whatever I think I should do, I'll make money.
He is callous to the stone his airspace for Russian military aircraft is an extremely dangerous provocation. Also, 5 minutes away to expect to hear from Fed's Myron speaking on CNBC.
So in line with that thing, obviously you can't do that because it's your own brain, but you can find a losing trader and just do the opposite of everything they do. And you'll make exactly what they lose. Gold still going straight up. I don't think the Madonna bounce is going to hold. I think we're going lower. CBD says so. We could, or, alternatively, we just stay in this fleshed out,
Putin is testing the West's resolve. We must not show weakness.
initial balance. The inverse Kramer. The inverse Kramer. I believe it's an actual ETF. The inverse Kramer. The funny thing is, Kramer doesn't have to make money because he's so rich with his shows and his books. He could suck anyway. He doesn't care. He's already rich. Did they? I don't know if they shut it down. He's a great entertainer. He's an excellent entertainer. Way early on in a lot of people's, like I remember 2008, 2009, I was listening to him. He was great I didn't know much about stocks and I learned a lot listening to him, to be honest. I never relied on his calls or his trades, but he taught me a lot. I read his books. I forget which book I read. It was a long time ago. Nice, Rory. Good job. It's a nice bounce. 'Twas a nice bounce. All right, I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back.
Yeah, on TikTok.
Chopping around VWAP.
Following rules.
Good VWAP scalps. Now, point of control is real close to VWAP. So this is advanced playbook stuff right here.
Tips here from Fed's Myron speaking on CNBC.
So just scalping the VWAP here, guys. It's working well. All right, Rory. Have a great day. We might do a crypto stream tomorrow morning if anybody's not doing anything. See what shit coins we can short. Did this one yesterday. Last night. Avalanche. Was a little early. Was in around, my average price was 305. So 305. Put me like right there. Went pretty red, but I held it. I went to bed. Had my orders in and it closed me out almost around midnight. You don't need a lot at all, Bryce, to trade crypto. You could trade crypto with a couple $100. They give you a ton of leverage. But, you know, you're going to worry if you take on too much leverage like futures, because they are futures, you can get liquidated pretty easily. No, I didn't see that. Send me that. I want to watch it. And people fell for it, I'm sure.
Myron says there is no discernible core goods inflation in the US.
Gold busting through
And changes
weekly VWAP here.
in recent years have been big inflation.
There were some good longs. Price discovery continuation, IB high back test. But it's just grinding higher, huh? This monthly upper band will probably be, so 707.
Removal of migrants will have disinflation.
Interesting short spot, at least for a scalp.
Myron sends out the support on the dot. So reminder where the top block Myron did run from this chart. Myron says I will do full accounting of the sentence in one day speech.
I'm gonna put an alert on gold here. And then what I'd be looking for is the short off this level.
Myron says, I hope I'll be able to persuade colleagues. Again, they hope to persuade others on their support of aggressive rate cuts.
Does it hold again? I don't know. The cumulative delta says flush a CETO. We've been going straight down.
Myron says this is only a pull.
I would like to get long round down here. 21, low 20s. It's like a fuego area to get long.
It's Myron says we should not be too far from neutral right now. Economy could use funds rate close to neutral. So again, economy could use funds rate close to neutral. As Myron says, the longer you stay restrictive, the greater the risk is to the labor market.
Break and reclaim, IB low. You didn't miss any giveaways, Tony. Took a little scalp there at the low.
As Myron said, that is quite far from neutral. And I think the growth will be better in the second half. I think that growth will improve in the second half of the year.
There's been no real buying since this 5-minute candle didn't have a lot of, kind of got crushed. It's 9:45. Let's try and short squeeze. Squeeze the shorts, then drop it.
Myron says implications for monetary policy are not very big.
I feel like it's so close to this flush area, but we have weekly upper band, intraday lower band, and a low volume node all in this zone right here.
That's Myron.
It's a good long spot. I would call this a A+ setup.
Literally read the FRA.
The only thing I don't like about it is you know, we've kind of held support here at 37, which is only 10 points above the level. So if we break this, we can easily flush hard, but I'll take it.
Bets Myron says I did not talk to Trump about dogs. Myron says I will do independent analysis. That's all I will do. I will do independent analysis per policy. Bets Myron says that I did not commit to action and speak to Trump.
You can see what the time frame and everything down here, guys. What symbol I'm on, the time frame. It's here. Yeah, I'll still take it. There's a lot lining up there.
Myron says that weak or strong dollar is not the Fed's remit. It's Treasury Secretary and the President's.
Crazy. Wow. That looks so real. Look at all those props and everything.
Myron says that Trump didn't ask you to commit to any particular actions.
That's great. Good for him.
Cody Fox needs Trump to appear for an interview and talks to be silent.
You on Discord that are wondering what we're talking about. We're talking about this this guy on Pump Fund that launched a crypto coin, pretended he was dying, raised over $500,000, and then rugged everybody.
Seek to achieve the Fed's 2 mandates.
Crazy. The decade VWAP.
Bets Myron says there might have been expectations of.
Well, isn't that crazy? I've been on the 2-minute chart. I've been using the 2-minute chart a lot.
Myron says
I've probably been using it for at least since the toolkit came out.
As a yield curve hasn't steepened by much. Myron says I wouldn't expect to be able to convince anyone in such a short period.
But like Tony, I get that. Isn't it a little suspicious as he's doing it
Myron says there'll be a lot
via
rigor around my arguments.
Pump Fund token, but also not just Pump Fund token, but like also, in all due respect, I mean, if he has 120 hours to live, what does he need $500,000 for? That's well, you know, the guy is hospital ridden in a bed, and he's spending the last hours of his life streaming for a crypto meme coin. I mean, come on.
Myron says revisions show the job market was not as strong as thought.
I mean, it kind of goes down with like, if something seems too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true.
So stop cap deals both start rounding.
If it seems like something that nobody would do, nobody would probably do it.
The longer we stay restricted, the greater the risk to the job market.
It's the same reason that people don't go around paying other people's taxes out of kindness. Nobody would do that. Or nobody pays extra taxes because they're making a lot of money, right? Nobody would do that. All right, here we go. Gold also hitting my level at the same time. There's the short I was looking for. Happened so quick. Just got to take it. Didn't get filled on my long on NQ. Came right to my order.
Fed's Myron says size of Fed's balance sheet would be a function of ratio.
Short gold, long NQ.
And the balance sheet is symptom rather than a cause.
Okay, now I'm filled. Filled one. $20 ticks.
Myron says it's not appropriate for them to engage in credit allocation.
Long here.
It's not appropriate for them to engage in credit allocation unless there's a financial stability crisis.
I see lower band NQ and upper band weekly. If you're talking about gold, I see monthly upper band and a low volume node.
It's a measured pace.
And an LVN.
Myron says my dot next year isn't so far from this. Myron says getting to neutral half.
Up 10 points.
Myron says I'm clearly in the minority, not being concerned about inflation tariffs.
Took 10 points on that. 40 ticks.
Myron says the US is more elastic, flexible compared to trade partners.
Got the bottom tick fill on that.
Myron says there are cross currents in import prices, including the US dollar.
Bottom tick fill. Gold doesn't give a damn. Gold's just going to the moon. Get your space suits on, boys. We're going to the moon. All right, it just touched monthly upper band to the tick. To the tick. Well, we're right there now, Sonny. To just blast right through it because it's going up hard. Or do we fade?
That's Myron. He says there will always be relative price changes, but it's a different question if it's macroeconomically significant.
Nice, Corey.
Myron says aggregate price levels will matters for Fed policy.
You might have to give this gold trade a little time to work out.
That concludes comments then from Myron on CNC.
Profit target hit on NQ on this trade.
4 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox Business.
44, 20 points. 80 ticks. It's just going. Gold's just going. It's not taking any prisoners. I'll be right back. What time is it? 11:22. So, guys, we got almost 500 applications for the inner circle. 500. 500. Kind of crazy. Nice, Chuck. We're going to do a crypto class. Not class, stream probably tomorrow. We have live Q&A Sunday at 5 p.m.
On Truth Social now. Just says I completed a very productive call with President Xi. We made progress on very many very important issues, including trade, fentanyl.
Yeah, it's Trump talking about his call with Xi.
And another approval TikTok deal. I agree with Xi.
And a TikTok deal.
South Korea. Go to China any part of next year. And she will likewise come to the US at an appropriate time. Call was a very good one. We'll be speaking again by guys. Appreciate TikTok approval. Both ways support me and
Yeah, maybe my gold short will start to work. That'd be nice. You say something about 309, 709, Corey?
says, we'll speak again by
Frank, you love your gifts, man. I think we have a new gift king here in the group. All right, gold. Tank. Let's go. Back to 700. You go. Let's go, gold. Lower. To Hades you go. And out. Gotta get to this low volume node. Eric, sometimes yes, sometimes no. It could very well go to 700. But that's below weekly VWAP. So maybe, I don't know. Structurally, it's got to break 704 to get a bigger swing low. So you see the high of this candle, low volume node. You know, this could very well be a support spot if it's going to continue up. But, you know, to each their own. All right, guys. Well, it's been a fruitful trading day, fruitful trading week. Today was a lot less lower stress than yesterday. Yesterday was crazy. Today was okay. As a reminder, I'm probably going to do a crypto stream tomorrow morning, so keep your eyes out for that. We're going to do a live Q&A on Sunday. If you're going to hold this gold trade short, good luck. Already a very nice short so far. We called it. I said 708. Corey said 709. He was right. I was damn close. And we are now almost 4 points away, 40 ticks from that trade start. All right, guys. If you're going to continue trading, you can head on over to the trading floor, the trading lounge. We have a bunch of traders who share their screens, share their mics. You can continue to trade, ask questions, learn. Great opportunity to learn from some of the more advanced VWAP Wave traders in the room here. If you are going to continue trading, manage your risk, stay sharp, and we'll be back at it on Monday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Discord, 10 a.m. on the delayed feed on YouTube. Here goes gold, still going lower. Nice short spot, guys. Well done. We had a couple of really nice call outs on the trades on the stream today. Have a wonderful day, guys. And I will see, if you come on Sunday, I'll see you on Sunday. Come join the crypto stream if you can. Have a great day.